You don't want to open the relationship, and yet you don't want to commit to me, and that makes me anxious.
Because I'm trying to be honest.
Maybe he's trying to understand, but it's coming off really aggressive.
I'm trying to move towards a new way of thinking about partnership with you.
What does your new version of the partnership look like?
But what he's not saying is, I want you just to myself. So what I'd like to see him here say is how that feels. I feel anxious because you don't want to commit to me. Instead, we're seeing a little bit of that frustration starting to make her defensive. So their tones are elevating, and they're probably going to get in a disagreement instead of stopping and listening to each other. But let's find out.
It's fluid.
Okay, fluid to me means open.
That is not what.
Okay, here's a great example of where a technique called reflection can really be helpful. If he could stop and ask questions and she could explain what fluid means, we would then want him to respond back to her, paraphrasing her definition of fluid. That way we know both of them are on the same page.
But Chrissy, what does fluid mean to you?
Fluid means that you accept risk, that you are okay with a love that could hurt you.
But like,
it's real.
I know, but that the risk is after the commitment. Without the commitment, there's
You're talking about relationships like they're a math formula.
So I actually think he's doing a really good job here. You know, he's trying to clarify, well, what does this fluid mean to you? My take on risk would come after the commitment, which I also agree with. The closer you get to somebody, the more your risk goes up. If I stay distant and I keep people at arm's length, I'm not actually taking a whole lot of risk with them. So his definition probably is closer to reality. She's getting really frustrated, and it's almost like she doesn't have a good definition for what it is she wants. So therefore, of course, it's hard to communicate to him.